Greetings, I am Wally the Servo Skull and I'll be your narrator for today. Cycle 3, Game 1. The Ash Wastes nomads are hungry for revenge. Their rivals the Squat Gang the Cage stole a caravan out from under them last time they met, and after a successful raid at the end of last cycle they hope to return the favor. The Cage are stinging from a close loss to the Corda Gang the Ash Blessed, and hoping to prove themselves on a transport mission for the Corpse Guild. But, disaster, the squat truck has broken down and they desperately try to make repairs while they are vulnerable. The nomads, ever vigilant, take their moment to strike. The battle takes place in the Colina Badlands, rough terrain and ruins on the route to Hive Primus. The mission. Breakdown, battlefield. This battle is played on a 6 feet x 3 feet board. Crews. The nomads are custom selection 8, while the squats are random selection, D3+2. The rest of both crews go into reserves. Deployment. The defender places the broken down vehicle at the center of the battlefield and deploys their entire crew within 6 inches. The attacker then sets up their crew within 6 inches of a board edge and more than 9 inches from any enemy fighters. Tactics cards. Each gang gets 2 tactics cards. Broken down. The vehicle at the center of the battlefield is broken down and cannot move or shoot. Each round the defender rolls a d6 and adds the round number, 2-3. Still busted. Roll again next round 4-5, getting closer. Add 1 to the next roll on the table 6-7. Gun operational. The vehicle's guns are functioning. If this result is rolled again, count it as getting closer 8. False. Start. The vehicle immediately moves 2d6 inches in any direction. 9+. Fully repaired. The vehicle can move and shoot normally. Ending the battle. If the vehicle is destroyed or moves off the board, the battle ends at the end of that round. If the attacker has no models left on the battlefield, the battle ends immediately. Victory. If the vehicle has been destroyed or all of the defenders other than the vehicle have been eliminated, the attacker wins, otherwise the defender wins. Rewards. The winner receives 2d6 times 10 credits. Caravan. Corpse Guild. Road conditions. Broken ground, non-road areas are difficult terrain. Weather. Blinding rays. After each model's activation, they must test as if hit by a weapon with the blind rule. Blind rule. Take an initiative check handling check for vehicles. If failed the fighter loses their activation token, or if they already have one they don't gain one next turn, and can only make reaction attacks hitting on a 6+ until the subsequent turn. The gangs. The Cage. Ironhead Squats. Champion Johnny Blaze. Mount. Ironhead Bolt Pistol, Stone Burner, Mesh Armor and Photo Goggles. Specialist Cameron Poe. Ironhead Boltgun, Mesh Armor and Photo Goggles. Prospector Benjamin Franklin Gates, Ironhead Stub Gun, Fighting Knife, Mesh Armor and Photo Goggles. Rock Grinder, Squat Crew, Mining Laser and Nitro Burners. Wolfwood, Squat Crew, Boltgun, Persistent Rattle Lasting Damage. In reserves. Leader Memphis Reigns, Power Hammer, Ironhead Auto Pistol, Ironhead Autogun, Gem Extractor, Mesh Armor and Photo Goggles. Ganger Antonio Corelli, Power Axe, Ironhead Auto Pistol, Ironhead Autogun, Mesh Armor and Photo Goggles.
So, I have 4 to his 11. Well, 5, but a broken down vehicle. So this is where we're gonna really find out the strength of the squats and see, what our quality versus quantity really gets us.
I'm excited to see it. It kind of all went David's way for the pregame stuff because he got to pick his guys. He got to pick his tactics cards, which meant he got to bring in extra dudes. He got to pick the mission. It all kind of was coming up David.
Coming up David so far, but dice are dice.
Dice are dice.
And, trends are trends. And, I'm going to get a couple of reinforcements. Hopefully that breaks my way. All I really have to do is get out of this in one piece to win. I got my 2d6 times 10. I was able to buy myself a nice little cash dash out of it.
Cash basket.
I don't think that I'm necessarily 100% out of this. I don't mind being an underdog. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
David's gang. Ash Wastes nomads. Leader. Mono Hook. Long Rifle. Blast Carbine. Mesh Armor. Infrasight. Champion. Charge Caster Suspenser. Blast Pistol. Mesh Armor. Specialist. Charge Caster. Scavenged Autogun. 2 Dust Riders with Long Rifle. Chain Lance. Dust Rider. Blast Rifle. 2 Dust Runners with Blast Rifle. In reserves. Dust Runner. Blast Rifle. 2 Dust Runners with Scavenged Autogun. David plays the tactics card Ambush Masters, which allows him to temporarily recruit D3 extra dust runners, with up to 20 credits worth of gear and deploy them on the field. He rolls 3 and gives each a blast rifle.
So, David, you've got, I think, the catbird seed at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that for some reason.
Is it the fact that no one has managed to take out the rock grinder yet in the entire campaign?
Yeah, there's some. I'm up
You
against.
know what that means, though, right? This is your chance to be the first person to take that vehicle out.
That
I don't want to be overconfident here.
I'm just saying.
But yeah. I mean, sounded good the way you said it. It all went my way in the pregame. But it feels like there's a heavy lift ahead of me here.
Yeah, you're gonna
But
have
this
to.
felt like the true Ash Waste, like David versus Goliath.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Nomads coming from the wastelands.
Right, they broke down, and you guys just you waited for the right moment and just descended like locusts.
Broke down in the wrong spot, Sean.
I'm excited to
We'll
see how it
see.
goes.
May the dice be in my favor.
Deployment. The brutal sun beats down on the gangs as they prepare to engage. If you like the show, like and subscribe, and don't forget to check us out on Patreon. For $2 a month you can help support the show. Turn 1. The squats roll to see the vehicle's status. Squat rock grinder's weapon reactivates. Ironhead Squats win priority. The rock grinder targets the missile launcher Nomad on top of the tower. The Nomad takes a flesh wound and is seriously injured.
I fall.
But you don't mark it on the card, right?
No, you need to put it upside down, basically. Basically. He's basically thought.
Does not wound.
The Nomads group activate. The Nomad Dust Rider targets the Wolf Quad.
Hit. Two. Doesn't wound.
The Nomad Dust Runner targets the Rock Grinder.
So, 4 up. So you are fine on ammo. 4 up, it hits the guy that's on the deck of the vehicle. It does wound. All right, he makes it, but he is hit, so he's pinned.
The Nomad Leader targets the Wolf Quad.
All right, so ammo check.
You no.
You pass the ammo check.
Penetrating hit to the hull. Crew shaken. The vehicle loses 1 hull point and must take a handling check or become stalled.
All right, so you pass the handling check, and you're down 1 hull point.
The Wolf Quad hits the Dust Rider with its wheel scythes.
So it will wound. So it's a flesh wound.
The Dust Rider doesn't fall. The Wolf Quad targets the leader with its bolt gun.
And it misses.
Wow.
There's 3 shots. So it goes out of ammo. And one of those was, oh no. None. None hit the bug. You just completely bratted off nothing.
The Nomad Leader is hit with the wheel scythes.
Does not wound.
The Nomad Champion fires a frag missile at the squats.
So it will hit first, so that wounds on a 4 up, so it does cause a wound. And he makes it.
The squat biker makes his armor save.
He does. He falls over. It does. So roll an armor save. You do not make it, so you take a wound. Juve does not cause a wound, and then it wounds the vehicle on a 5 up. It does wound the vehicle. And he makes it. So the vehicle is not damaged. And then roll an initiative check on your Juve. And he fails, so he is going to fall.
The bolter specialist targets the nomad champion.
You decide to poke your head back around.
I'm clearly sticking out. I mean,
You could have, you know.
So it misses, and there's no intervening models.
Nope. It doesn't run out of ammo, so that's good.
Yeah.
Shooting my vehicle.
Yep.
And it hits. So it does not win.
The squat prospector stands and fires at the dust rider.
Hey, it hits. So 1 wound. And it's a flesh wound. David, roll an initiative check to fall over. He does not.
David plays Now You See Me, which allows him to redeploy a fighter within 9 inches of their location as long as it's more than 1 inches from an enemy. The dust rider charges the rock grinder.
So 1 hits. So it does not wound. Double action to stand up.
Oh, well then he stands up.
The nomad targets the rock grinder.
Good. So it misses and an ammo check, and you make the ammo check.
The nomad targets the rock grinder.
Alright, good. So does not hit.
does not hit.
Roll a D6. On a 1 or 2, Sean places your guy. Okay.
Roll
No, it's fine.
Roll out.
Roll a 3 up. You're good.
Both players place their own reserves.
Nice trick.
Yeah, roll the injury roll for the specialist. Oh, and there's a guy within an inch, so you roll 2. All right, so you'll choose seriously injured.
Blind checks weren't rolled this turn as players forgot.
Action.
Action. So, how do we feel?
Yeah.
Well, the mining laser did its job. It was nice to get the gun running right off the bat. That was definitely a nice plus to not be defenseless. But
Yeah, you barbecued that guy.
yeah, toasted 1 blast right off the bat. But it's still like 15-5. So we definitely got an uphill battle. We ain't out of here yet. Nice to get at least 1 reinforcement coming in. Axe is gonna go for the leader, try and make some noise and distraction, you know?
Yep.
hopefully we get some good rolls here on the truck and get her on out of here.
All right.
But yeah, doing all right so far.
So, David, how are you feeling?
Still nervous.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can still win this.
You've got a solid cordon around him. You're coming at him from every angle. I think that you could pull it out, but you gotta focus on the truck.
I'm gonna just rain a barrage of pop shots for here on out at that truck and hope for the best.
Yeah, eventually one of them is gonna hurt the thing.
Turn 2. Sean rolls another weapon operational, which counts as getting closer, adding +1 to his next roll. Ironhead Squats win priority. The rock grinder targets the nomads champion.
I am invincible. Ammo check. Ammo's decent on that one, right? It's like a 3-up.
Still 3-up, yeah.
Because it's Laz. Laz stuff is very easy to maintain.
Nomad leader group activates. The dust rider targets the rock grinder.
You're gonna take an aim shot from the Dust Rider, so roll it up. Roll it up. And it misses.
He rolls to see if he hits the intervening model.
So, whoa. It does hit. It does not work.
The nomad leader targets the wolf quad.
Alright, he's shooting the carbine. So it hits on a 3-up, right? So it hits for 3. Wounds on 4-up, so 2 wounds. And you're gonna roll that twice. So you get that here.
Glance to the hull. Crew shaken. The vehicle and any fighters on board become subject to the concussion condition. Take a handling check or become stalled.
Alright, so you will not stall out.
Catastrophic hit to the drive. -2 hull points, -2 to all handling checks. Make a loss of control test.
Oh, so you failed. Alright, so that is a roll. Alright, so your vehicle is going to roll that way. So it'll be 3 times. So it winds up wrecked over here. Your leader will take a initiative check to see if he gets hit. He makes it. He gets out of the way.
Unreliable. For every unreliable result on a vehicle, roll a d6 at the beginning of the game. If any roll a 1, the vehicle is unavailable. 25. Out cold. The fighter goes out of action but is available next game. The dust runner targets the rock grinder.
Hey, it auto wounds.
The rock grinder saves. The squat specialist targets the dust rider.
So it hits for 5. Let's roll to see if he is injured by the fall. He is. Alright, so he's flesh wounded out.
When a fighter's toughness reaches 0 from flesh wounds, they go out of action.
52.
52. Eye injury -1 ballistic skill. The nomad champion targets the rock grinder.
It misses anyway.
The squad prospector takes an aimed shot at the dust rider. The shot misses and rolls an ammo check.
Need it.
The squad charges the nomad leader.
Makes it for 4.
So 1.
Okay.
So you do not make the save, so you lose 1 wound. And so they both hit. Neither wounds. So David, you're going to get your full rebuttal. All right. So
The nomad leader wounds once.
all right. So he goes out of action anyway. 54.
54. Hobbled. -1 inches movement. The dust runner targets the rock grinder.
All right, you make it.
The shot misses, but the ammo check is passed. The squat champion targets the dust runner.
Gets him for 1. For 1. It does not wound, so it pins him.
The dust runner moves up and targets the rock grinder.
And this is not it.
The next dust runner moves up and fires at the rock grinder.
All right, so it hits. It does not.
The next dust runner moves up and fires at the rock grinder.
That's it. You could buy a walker. They're not as good. So it does the auto wounds, right?
Auto wounds, and that's my ammo check.
Okay.
Makes the ammo check.
Does not make it.
Glancing hit to the engine. Stutter. The vehicle becomes stalled. Blind checks were made at the end of the round to save on bookkeeping.
Starting with the guy who is in but not.
2.
So he does not get an activation token.
Yep.
The next Jew
2.
does not get an activation token. The bug
2.
does not get an activation token. This bug does
2.
not get an activation token. Your leader does not get an activation token. The other guy here does. So that Juve gets an activation token. All right, the next one. So that Juve gets an activation token. This Juve down here does not. This one does. And the leader.
Champion.
Champion,
not.
does not. And then the seriously injured one does not.
All but 2 of David's fighters are blinded next turn.
He wouldn't be. No, he still gets to roll to see if the vehicle.
Made it.
You made it. So the vehicle does not.
Shiny Blaze. Initiative is normally a 5 up, so it becomes a 4 up.
4 up, yeah.
Good.
So he makes it. All right, so the guy on the truck bed.
Makes it.
All right, and then
Now the prospect on the other side of the
prospect on
shack.
the other side of the shack, and he might. I think he's a 3 up.
He's a 4 up, becomes a 3 up. Yeah. Makes it.
All right. So
All of Sean's fighters escape being blinded thanks to their photo goggles. The nomad specialist attempts to recover.
all right, so you take the flesh wound. On the 1 or 2, David places. You get to place. David, on a 1 or 2, Sean gets to place your guy. You're good. You're 2 guys. Oh wait, roll for the second guy. Sorry. All right, so Sean will get to place 1 of your 2 dudes. Oh, bottle check for Sean. All right, so you will bottle. So you roll a leadership, or you roll a cool check for each fighter.
7 up needed.
He
Didn't make it.
flees.
You know. Cameron Poe is a 6 up.
There's still hope.
He
makes
stays.
it. Yeah.
The
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze
Blaze.
is a 6 up. Makes it.
He makes it.
So you just lost my prospect.
Yep. All right, so what do you think? Round 2, things got a little weird this round.
Yeah, defiant to the end. I feel that the truck has not been really wounded at all. My takeaway from all of this is the rock grinders invincible. That's done a remarkable job of surviving. The wolf quads, woundable, expendable. They're good for establishing a point. But I've been really impressed with the rock grinder. Impressed with my crew holding it together. All of our goggle checks worked out for the what is it? The glaring wasteland.
The blinding rays.
The blinding rays. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to. I only have 2, 3 guys that are gonna be able to take shots at me this round. So really hoping I can get this thing going and just
Get out of
the
here.
heck out of here. Hold it
All
together.
right. So,
So,
a
could still
lot
win,
of good,
but-
lot of bad this round.
yeah. So the rock grinder, pretty invincible against my plinking blast rifle shots, but I was really hoping to be able to dump like 7 or 8 shots
This turn.
and
Yeah,
didn't
the
go
blinding
my way.
rays really roughed your guys up.
Rolled a couple 2s there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that was
hey,
ridiculous.
My
I
bolt
get
gun
the-
and my vehicle.
The rough rolls are out of the way. We're gonna crush it this round with
All
3
right.
guys.
Turn 3.
So 7
Same as
is
last
another +1 for next turn.
Sean again rolls weapon repaired and so gets a +1 to next turn's roll to restart the vehicle.
You're gonna shoot from the bridge to the guy on the vehicle. So it will hit.
One or two.
So he
Does
is
not
pinned.
wound.
Yep.
Stand up
Yep.
and take that shot.
You're gonna shoot at that guy.
The other active shot.
Yeah. No, that's a smart call.
It's for 3.
So 2 wound. He does not have armor. So
Damage
roll
2.
4 injury rolls.
Lucky son of a.
The dust runner targets the rock grinder.
Does not hit.
The rock grinder targets the dust runner.
How did you see Reese's face going, bye-bye?
So it does hit. So it does wound.
The squat champion targets the dust rider.
It's for 2.
And he's out of action.
46. Humiliated. -1 leadership and cool. The squat leader charges the nomad leader.
Yep.
Got
All
it.
right, you make it.
Twos.
It hits.
It hits, but
And
it's fully out of
catastrophically-
ammo. So 1 wounds.
No AP.
So it's a flesh wound.
Tim extractor.
All right, it hits. Does not wound. Now the 3 hammer attacks. So 2 wounds.
2
So
damage.
what's the AP?
-1.
So 2 6-ups, David. All right, so 1 goes through. And they're both flesh wounds, but that's the 2nd and 3rd flesh wound, so he is going to go out of action. 30.
So you're out cold.
Yeah, it's just gonna
In recovery, excuse me.
in recovery. Yep.
Recovery tests.
First, the one who is on top of the.
So he's out.
He is out, and he does not take an injury roll because he is bonus guy. Roll for the other guy. The autogun guy stays seriously injured. All right, so let's roll initiative checks. So the bridge guy is a 3-up. So he does not get to activate next turn. Now the guy who is
Yeah, you
over here in the
newbie.
corner.
Is he a 3F? Or call it 3F?
3-up as well.
He does
Oh
not.
my god. Oh, he gets to activate.
Yeah,
All but 2 of David's fighters will activate next turn.
No, the truck does not get to activate. Sure, if you want to do the cool checks first, that's fine. So he makes
Makes the
it.
cool
So now it's a,
Initiative up is a
it's
4
a
up.
1d6.
It's a
4 up.
4 up.
So
Does
no,
not.
he does not get to activate.
But he's alive.
Motorcycle. So cool check
Cool
first.
checks the
6
6 up.
He does not.
Okay.
And turnabout's fair play. So he makes it, and then a d6
Is a 4 up.
4 up.
He's
He
alive.
does.
He's
Your
the
leader
only
gets
one.
to activate. So, David,
that could have gone better.
I feel like that actually went pretty well, all things considered.
Sure could have gone worse.
I mean, the fact that
Lost my leader.
a lot of his guys are blinded, including his truck.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'm stuck on my leader's dead. But beyond that, he's activating basically no one, and
He just gets his leader.
gonna plink 8 shots at him. Hopefully,
His leader, who is like not close to anyone. So best case is going to be firing.
maybe we can get 2 out of the 8, get a hull point or 2, and hope for the next round. Maybe we'll do some damage. Let's see.
Yep.
There's still hope.
End of round 3.
And around 3, one does not walk into this house and expect to suffer no consequences. Felt really good to take the leader out.
Yeah, you're punishing him. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Felt good to, hold my own a little bit against the horde. That being said, the knife cuts both ways on the weather. It was really nice to be able to move my goggles. Didn't do it this round. Got a leader.
Yeah, 4 up is a 50-50.
The rock grinder's been holding on. I only really need one good more roll out of her, and I can still make it through this. And yeah, that's all it's gonna take.
All right.
Turn 4. Again, Sean rolls a weapon operational, giving him +1 next turn.
Roll. So Sean will get it.
Ash wastes nomads win priority. The squad leader targets the dust runner.
So it will hit for 3. So 3
Uh-huh,
wounds.
3.
So he goes out of action.
He did. Out cold. 21.
Out cold. Is he gonna shoot at the truck or the bolt gun guy?
At the truck.
So it will hit.
The rock grinder is not wounded. Both dust runners target the rock grinder.
So does not wound. So the aim again, so that's becomes a 3 up. Does not.
The dust rider targets the rock grinder.
Yes.
The champion targets the rock grinder.
Never be a 1 up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Again,
so it hits. And it wounds. So his truck does not make it. So
Catastrophic hit to the hull. Weapon destroyed. Lose a hull point and a random weapon. If the model has no weapons left, lose 2. Take a loss of control test.
So you do not, you're gonna, doesn't matter. All right,
To the
so
right.
it's going to be to the left.
Blind checks.
All right, so the champion with the charge caster makes it. The specialist with the charge caster makes it. The bug under the bridge does not. That first guy at top makes it. And the next guy at top makes it.
Oh yeah, the guy in the field.
Makes it.
And then the guy under the bridge.
All 3 up?
Makes it. Check for your leader. It's 4 up. Leader makes it. You're good. You're good. So stay seriously injured.
6 up.
Cameron Poe flees. Johnny Blaze. 6 up.
So
Johnny Blaze flees. Memphis Reigns
5 up.
makes it. All right, so
Just need to get that vehicle running.
turn 4 was not so fun. Not being able to activate hardly anybody.
Yeah, I didn't really activate anybody, but honestly, it didn't take that much damage.
Yeah, your vehicle's tough.
I got it
It's
turned a
down
little bit.
1 hull point, I
Yeah.
think, out of what, 4?
Yeah, I got down 1 up 4. I actually have a decent card for that. I just need to get the bitch running, and I'll be okay. My
Yep.
leader got some kills racked in. I really think
You
I
could
can.
still win this, even though
Again, I just need to get
you
it
will
running.
have to take bottle checks for the vehicle once it's running.
That's the problem. Is I need to get the bottle checks for the vehicle. Everybody else can bottle out, but the vehicle needs to make it to the end. It needs to start.
Yep.
Comes down to those rolls. I think I'm hanging in for what I got with my guys. I think they're doing really well. Just gotta get my bottles, get my startup.
Yep. Just gotta execute.
Yep, and I'll be good.
All right. All right, David. So I think you did what you had to do that turn.
Yeah. I think this leaves me with a pretty high probability of at least a technical win. So we'll just keep pop shotting at the vehicle and hope a couple will hit.
All right.
Turn 5.
So
Got it.
you will start the truck. Go ahead. All right, David gets to go first.
Ash wastes nomads win priority. David group activates the champion and specialist to target the truck.
Hit.
So that's the champion firing first?
Yes.
All right.
Doesn't wound.
So it will hit.
Does it automatically?
No, doesn't have.
Wound.
Oh, wait, yes, it does.
It does.
It does, because
'Cause
the
it has
Charge
shock.
Caster has shock. So it auto wounds. I forgot about that. Ha! No, it's a 5. So penetrating hit to the drive.
Penetrating hit to the drive. Blowout. The vehicle loses 1 hull point. It is at -1 to all handling checks and makes a loss of control test.
Did not make it.
All right, so it's going to be a 45-degree turn to the right. All right, so you're fine.
The vehicle isn't wounded from hitting the building. Sean plays running repairs, allowing him to repair hull points. Sean repairs 3 hull points.
Roll a hit before I move again.
Sorry, I want to make sure that I'm moving at the correct amount because so I think it would be 4.5. Yeah. Now you hit that, so it's destroyed, and then we'll do the damage from it.
And that's like.
And
what,
then we can do that.
strength?
All right, so it will wound. No, and then it's a penetrating hit to the hull.
Penetrating hit to the hull. Structural damage. Lose 1 hull point and make a handling check. If failed, becomes stalled.
So 9 up. So you fail the handling check.
The truck becomes stalled. The dust runner targets the rock grinder.
All right, so it does not.
The squad leader shoots his autogun at the dust runner.
So we'll hit for 4. It's a Juve. All right, seriously injured. So
And a flesh wound.
The dust runner targets the rock grinder.
I'm 7 from the board.
It hits.
all right.
It wounds.
No. So it's catastrophic to the hull.
Catastrophic hit to the hull. Weapon destroyed. Lose a hull point and a random weapon. If the model has no weapons left, lose 2. Take a loss of control test.
All right, so you fail. So roll the loss of control die in a d6. Oh, it's over. It's over, guys. The vehicle rolls. It is destroyed. Roll a d3. All right, so it rolls twice, and then roll a scatter dice. Sweet, sweet footage. So use the arrow. So it's going to roll twice that way.
Can't really do anything.
Upside down. It only goes like 4 inches. Roll 1 for the permanent damage on the truck.
Unreliable. At the start of each game, roll a d6 for each unreliable result a vehicle has received. On a 1, the vehicle can't participate in the battle.
And then 45 is just out into recovery. With your action. Are you gonna move that guy to
I'll
get?
take an aim shot.
You're gonna take an aim shot. All right, at the leader.
Up on my side.
And
So
the
it
other
does
one?
Not. Last shot of the game, I think. It's 5 up,
Toughness
so
sword.
it will wound. So you're good.
Vehicles are now unreliable.
Yep. It might be time to invest in a motorhead, the custom hanger-on that I
Will that
Created.
make them unreliable, or
uh,
take care of the unreliable?
the motorhead does something.
Conclusion.
So, Sean.
Fought the good fight. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. You know.
Yep.
To the end, I thought she really could have made it. Was within 7 inches. of
Yeah,
the
you
edge.
were in the clear to like get there, but
Yeah.
you know.
Some bottom invisibility checks. You know, eventually the dice stack up against you. You can only roll so good so long.
Yep.
Yeah, I made a good run. Proud of my boys, but yeah, can't win them all.
David.
Let me just say that when he collided with that wall, he should have been colliding with more stuff. But I'll take it.
No. What? I don't even understand why you're suggesting that.
Because I'm stuck on it.
No, but David, it doesn't make any sense. Like
Okay.
he hit the very, very edge corner. It was
No, I
like
just kept-
it was the tiniest kiss, and then he turned.
David, the
Like-
boss don't want that.
It
Kiss
all
just kept getting tinier and tinier.
no.
David, the election's been decided.
I know.
I, that's why I'm confused about the like.
Okay.
It's not really about the.
What it's about is the win. I
Yeah.
thought I was just going to get a technical victory when he bottled. But like you said, just keep popping all those shots. I got enough guys on the board that eventually they're going to start hitting. And
Yeah.
yeah. Charge casters for the win.
Yeah, you did it.
David makes 90 credits from the scenario. David makes 10 credits from the Cold Trader Caravan and takes an alien weapon for next game. David makes 15 credits and 2 sustenance from the Corpse Guild contract. Sean makes 20 from his bonus D6 income. From his caravans, Sean makes 80 credits, 5 power, 4 salvage from his caravans. David makes 90 credits from the scenario. David makes 10 credits from the Cold Trader Caravan and takes an alien weapon for next game. David makes 15 credits and 2 sustenance from the Corpse Guild contract. Sean makes 20 from his bonus D6 income. From his caravans, Sean makes 80 credits, 5 power, 4 salvage from his caravans.
They dinged me truck, lads. A debt is owed.
Hey everybody, just hopping in to say thanks as always to my patrons. You guys help keep this show going. And of course, if anyone would like to help support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/domerunners. It's as little as $2 a month. And of course, the show has a podcast, domerunners.buzzsprout.com. And as always, everybody stay safe and don't forget to change your paint water.